Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So North Carolina's offense will go to work first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
The Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Dennis. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
He'll pitch it. Turning it on. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Quick step and go. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out in the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman. Picking up a massive gain for this offense.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, the ground game. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And the Tar Heels are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Stanford's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose.
Intercepted, the defense has set him up. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense them closer.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Powers forward. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Trying to slam in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. Calls his own number. He breaks a tackle. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his tight end.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Stanford comes to the line, and that 1st down marker is a long way away. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Got a man, it's Dennis. And they'll knock him down.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. He's got it. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they breaks into the open. The 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Stanford fresh off that big run, going back to work. Off play action on first down. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And here's a fumble way behind the line. All by himself down the middle. And the defense got it. At the 30. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, he picked up a chunk of yardage too. What an effort to get that fumble and take it the other way and just about house the thing.
This defense practices creating turnovers. They do it all week long, whether it's interceptions, whether it's recovering fumbles, and you see how excited they get. Look at the energy this defense has once this defender is off and running. That was a big-time play.
Unloads quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking for room. It's Dennis. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. It's good. And with those 3 points, we'll finish off the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Coming out with it, it's Alexander. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Got room to work. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
On third down, he drops to throw. Unleashes one. Hits the open man. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. This Stanford offense is humming. Set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll pick up the few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. They're going to run it. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. The give on the option. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option, down the line of scrimmage, QB.
And that ball's free behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the move, it's Dennis. Runs into a wall. They'll give him 1 out to the 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Goes to the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Stanford! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll start this drive going to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes.
There he goes! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Tar Heels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Finds his man. It's Boston. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go right back to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got a nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a rough situation.
Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. 2nd down coming up. The give from the gun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Tar Heels back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well give it to him again. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, North Carolina. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quick handoff. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've been outstanding here in this 1st half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great 1st half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going to take off. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back at the line of scrimmage.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Dennis. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. And the Tar Heels in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Boston. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
The Tar Heels have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Quick release by the QB. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And the Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The inside handoff. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Grab near the sticks. It's Abraham. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense of keeping it very simple.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Touchdown, Tar Heels! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Alexander. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Alexander. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He's got it down the right side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Hit as he throws. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, And that's why that one fell incomplete.
The short hands, it's Chambers.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The give to the back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
The kick is on its way. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
Hunt is on its way. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, UNC! Special teams proving to be special. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn on the gas. Great job, great return.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
To the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense in a bunch formation. It's complete on the right side. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Reads it, fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I
don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quickly to the tight end. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. They'll run it. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense. Beating the...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Wants to return it. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Tar Heels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Using his feet. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design.
Oh, he's got some space. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Looking to throw, it's McDaniel. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. On the option. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Makes the catch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. On the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal!
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Handoff to the lone back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina! They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Power football with the run. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking for a man. It's McDaniel. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They boot it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going over.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.